Welcome to Trendy Flicks, your ultimate destination for the latest in movies, TV shows, and streaming trends. Subscribe now and stay ahead of the entertainment curve.
2024 Paris Olympics. Novak Djokovic, Carlos Alcaraz into quarterfinal. Coco Gauff eliminated again. Novak Djokovic is one step closer to claiming an Olympic gold medal, the one piece of hardware that has eluded him throughout his career. The Serbian defeated Germany's Dominik Koepfer 7-5, 6-3 on Wednesday to move on to the quarterfinal. His next opponent will be Greece's Stefanos Tsitsipas, and there's a little history between the two of them. They've played each other 13 times over the past 6 years, with Djokovic winning their last 10 matches for 11 wins overall to Tsitsipas 2. Their most famous match was in 2021 at the French Open final, when Djokovic came roaring back from a 2-0 deficit and almost certain defeat to win the title. But what about the Americans? Let's take a look at how they're doing as the Olympic tennis events enter the home stretch. Taylor Fritz loses. Tommy Paul advances to quarterfinal. Fritz, the No. 12 ranked men's singles player in the world, and the No. 1 American, had looked fantastic through the first 2 rounds, but couldn't get past Lorenzo Musetti in round 3. The Italian has been playing well lately. He made it to the semifinals at Wimbledon last month, where he lost to Djokovic, and was able to beat Fritz 6-4, 7-5 in straight sets. There is still one American left in men's singles. No. 13 ranked Tommy Paul. He defeated France's Corentin Moutet in straight sets on Wednesday to move on to the quarterfinal, but his next opponent may be the immovable object that stops him in his tracks. Carlos Alcaraz, Spain's heir to Nadal, who also happens to be godlike on clay, won the French Open in June, then defeated Djokovic in the Wimbledon final just weeks later. Now he'll face Paul in the quarters at the Olympics after defeating Roman Safiullin 6-4, 6-2 on Wednesday. It'll take a lot for Paul to defeat Alcaraz, but we've seen stranger things at the Olympics. Iga Swiatek advances to semifinal. Iga Swiatek moved on to the semifinal after Danielle Collins retired in the third set of their match, 6-1, 2-6, 4-1. Swiatek cruised through the first set before Collins evened the match. Collins briefly dazed Swiatek in the third set with a crushing backhand to the ribcage. After Swiatek took a 4-1 lead in the final set, Collins retired. The two appeared to exchange words at the end of the match. Swiatek will now face Zheng Qinwen in the semifinal. Coco Gauff, Jessica Pegula fall to sec team in women's doubles. The duo of Coco Gauff and Jessica Pegula was seeded No. 1 overall in women's doubles at the Olympics. Less than 2 months ago, they won their first Grand Slam doubles title at Roland Garros, where they played on Wednesday. Unlike at the French Open, Gauff and Pegula weren't able to triumph. They lost to sec duo Karolina Mukova and Linda Noskova after splitting the first 2 sets 6-2, 4-6, then losing the tiebreak 5-10. Gauff, who was eliminated in women's singles on Tuesday, now has just one more chance